Hi, I'm Gary Amoroso, Executive Director of the Minnesota Association of School Administrators. Welcome to another edition of Take 5. I want to provide an update on what's happening at the legislature. As you view this video this week, this is the final week. The legislature must have sine die, which means it's all over by Monday, the 19th of May. The last bill must be passed no later than Sunday, May 18th. 3 conference committees have been in action this week that have importance to us. The first was the Health Insurance Transparency Act Conference Committee. We provided you with an update of the summary of what came out of Conference Committee earlier this week. The bottom line is that we're pleased that the bill will allow school districts, in consultation with the exclusive bargaining representative, make the decision on who to continue bargaining with when initial bids are received. We felt it was very important that the school boards and administration maintained the right to make the decision on who to continue bargaining with, which carriers. We are satisfied that bill does call for you to consult with the exclusive bargaining rep, but the final decision still rests with you as the board and the district. The other group that we've been following is the Policy Committee. The Policy Committee looked at many different areas. The bill has passed the House and the Senate. One of the areas that we still had concerns about was a provision that was inserted into the policy bill by the conference committee really at the last minute, which will allow colleges and universities to advertise in our schools regarding post-secondary education options. We fully support post-secondary education options. Our concern is that we are now going to allow advertising within the schools, and that's something that we don't believe is appropriate. Senator Bach, who is the leader in the Senate, expressed grave concerns about that provision being in the bill on the Senate floor and was given assurances by members of the Senate Conference Committee that they would look at these issues during the next legislative session in 2015. We're still hoping that there might be able to be some maneuvering which would allow this provision to be removed. I think that's a long shot, but we are going to continue to follow that. But please know that we are not in favor of having advertising within your schools by colleges and universities, but also it's important to note, because there are those out there that twist the perspective that we have by saying that MASA and superintendents don't support PSEO. That's not true. We just want to make sure that we provide a quality learning environment for our students, and we don't think that advertising within the schools by colleges and universities is in anyone's best interest. Finally, the Finance Policy Committee, the group that's going to make the decisions on what type of funding will be coming our way next year. I think you already know that next year you're getting 1.5% on the formula for public schools. The Finance Committee, I've just received an email in the last 15 minutes, it looks as though they're going to add an additional $25, which is just under 0.5% on top of the 1.5% that you were going to receive. So if the email that I've received is accurate, and these decisions are being made as we speak, you will receive just under 2% on the funding formula next year. You will receive additional all-day K money if you run an all-day K program. The state will fund that, so that if you're already funding all-day K, those dollars can be used somewhere else within your system. The pension subtraction is going to provide you with additional dollars, as well as a slight reduction in the cross-subsidy will provide you with some additional dollars. So we're pleased that the legislature does recognize that there are an awful lot of mandates coming your way. There's an awful lot of ground to make up from the last 10 years of not providing adequate funding for schools, and it looks as though we are going to get an additional $25 on the formula. That's what I know today. It could change in the next 48 hours, but as I mentioned earlier, things must be done by Sunday. With that, once the legislative session has concluded, we will be putting together a full summary of the things that we believe will impact schools. We appreciate your patience, we appreciate your assistance and your support over the course of this session, and know that you will do everything you can to use the funding that you're going to receive to do great things on behalf of children. With that, we hope that the school year is continuing to wind down in a positive fashion for you. Please feel free to contact me if I can be of assistance. Thank you.